7 ingredients challenge meal. And as you can hear, I'm battling with the washing machine, which is on every Monday evening, so no change there. How's everybody doing? We're now in week 8 of lockdown. Are we surviving and thriving, or are we wishing that we could just go back to our normal lives? Or are we wishing that we could not be in lockdown, but take with us all the good bits that lockdown has taught us? I think I'm going for the last one. Anyway, for me, I've had a really good weekend because it was my birthday. I am now 43. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Anyway, so I was spoiled by my kiddies and hubby. I didn't have to do any face painting because I think we've had enough face painting recently. But the children, bless them, they did organise a mini disco, and there were poppers, and we've got a little mini disco ball. Oh, it was so lovely. Bless them. Anyway, should we get back to it? So, 7 ingredients challenge. The ingredients were sausages, aubergine, tin tomato, pesto, paprika, rice and peas. So, what should we do first? Inspiration. I've sort of gone for a one-pot wonder-ish, just to make my life easy, and also I think to make best use of the ingredients. Didn't really consider doing anything other than what I have done, and no particular country or region has inspired me, I don't think, I would say. So I'm going to show you what I've done, talk you through it, and then I'll come back and I can suggest other ingredients for vegan or vegetarian. Oh, and also I want to give Heather Keats a shout out, and the reason being, last week I did her 5-day challenge, and one of the biggest things that I've taken away is if you eat earlier in the day, so you don't eat too late, say no later than about 7, half 7, and no snacking before bed. That's literally the last thing that you eat. You're allowed water or some chamomile tea, or I think you're allowed like some sparkling water as well if you want something a bit more than just plain water. And then don't eat again until the next morning breakfast, sort of 8:30. Oh my goodness, 2 things for me. 1, I wake up and my stomach isn't bloated, and 2, I have a really, really good night's sleep. Amazing. The thing is, last night I did eat a bit late, so I haven't had the best night's sleep. But hey ho, there are worse things. Anyway, let me show you what I've done. So here we have it. Let's go with the simple one first. Rice and peas. Because obviously just rice is a bit plain, so the peas add 1, a bit of colour, and 2, a little bit of flavour. Didn't do anything fancy, it's just rice and peas. And then here we have sausage and aubergine stew or ragu, whatever you would like to call it. So what did I do? I oven baked the aubergine. I sliced it up, oven baked it, seasoned it, salt, pepper, olive oil and some paprika. Meanwhile, pan fried the sausages whole, and then when they had been seared, I then chopped them up, whacked them back in the frying pan. No additional oil needed because obviously there's enough oil coming out of the sausages. Then put in a spoonful of pesto, or a couple of spoonfuls of pesto, and then when the aubergines were ready, chopped them up, bunged them in as well with the tomato, and then slowly simmered them so that the sausages and aubergine absorb all the juices in the pan. I'm hoping this is tasting nice because my mouth is watering as I'm saying this. So let me give you a few more tips. So if you're, let's say vegetarian first, let's go with vegetarian. Pesto's fine, just check the labels, there shouldn't be any meat related products in the pesto. But if you're vegan, obviously there is cheese in there, so either a good vegan cheese similar to Parmesan, or just don't put put it in. I don't think it's necessary. You don't have to have it, because you can have the pine nuts in there to give it a bit of nuttiness. And also, if you have a nut allergy, then just leave the nuts out. You don't need them either, as long as you've got some nice garlic, olive oil, plenty of basil. You don't even need to use basil. You can use alternative herbs to have a different type of pesto. So I found out the other day you can actually make wild garlic pesto. Sounds nice, doesn't it? And then as far as the stew or ragu is concerned, obviously if you're a vegan vegetarian, you don't want to be using sausages. So if I was to do it again, I would substitute the sausages with chopped onions, chopped bell peppers, but like nice chunky slices, and mushrooms, and I think that they would have been just as good substitutes. So I'm gonna go and try this. Hubby's probably already finished it because I gave it to him about 5 minutes ago, and I'll be back later to tell you it was yummy scrummy or if we had sandwiches. See you later.